Good evening, maybe even late afternoon, folks. Right, it has been my 7th CBT appointment today, and can you see this smile on my face? I feel really, really good today. So we've reviewed the last 2 weeks, because it is 2 weeks since I saw Leslie, the therapist, and we looked at the exposure evaluation sheets I've been completing, which looks at levels of anxieties. We watch something that we don't like. And interestingly enough, when I first started watching the videos of IV cannulations being done, which has been my own work for the last 2 weeks, I did find it pretty difficult. It did make me feel anxious, but at the same time makes me feel queasy. And the queasiness generally comes from, well, once the needle's in, that bit's okay for me, but once the needle's in and they're moving the plastic part of it, the cannula part of it, into the vein, I can see like the vein rise up. It has made me feel pretty queasy, and that happened persistently day after day after day. And I was getting to the point where I thought, do you know what, this is not going to work this 2 weeks. I just can't get used to it. And then miraculously, about 3, maybe 4 days ago, I did my evaluation sheets as normal as I was watching the videos, and I had no anxiety at all. I did still feel a little bit queasy, but that's very different to feeling anxious. Lots of people feel queasy when they see needles being put into human beings. So actually some brilliant progress. Then we discussed, so what next? Because to be fair, what comes next is looking at those videos again of the dental injections. And I did actually say to Leslie, I'm not quite sure if I'm ready for that after the horrendous session I had last time we attempted to look at it. However, took the bull by the horns and I said, okay, let's try the videos again of the dental injections. And they worked. I couldn't believe it. I didn't even feel stressed or anxious before putting the videos on. I felt quite relaxed as I was watching the videos. Even when I looked at the exact same ones that I'd looked at previously, I felt so much more relaxed. Still that element of trepidation as the needles were being put into the person's gums. And the worst one was when they put a needle in the roof of a lady's mouth. I was a bit like, oh, that must be really awful. But what I was able to do this time, different to what I've experienced before, is I was quite able to make the distinction between that's happening to that person on the video, and I wasn't trying to imagine what it would be like if that was me, because that's what I've done before. I've always thought, oh God, if that were me, I'd be feeling sick, I'd be crying, I'd be anxious, I'd be refusing to have it done. So a massive shift in my thinking processes, quite clearly. So I'm really, really pleased. So I'm going to continue trying to look at these dental ones over the next week or so. I am on holiday next week and I'm not quite sure what the signal is going to be like where I am. So that'll all have to be played by ear. But when Leslie asked how I was feeling, I was actually smiling and said, I feel really good. I can actually see clearly that some progress is being made, which is what it's all about. Right, so well, as usual, thank you for listening, folks, and I look forward to what's got to come.